You are listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'.
What is going down? What is going down? It is your boy, Studio MacGyver. If you are a fan of video games, nerd culture, and anime, you come to the right place because we talk about all of that here. This is a Tuesday edition podcast, guys. I want to apologize to everybody who was looking for the show on Monday. Didn't get a chance to record it because I was sick as fuck. I was under the weather. I had a stomach bug that just took me out of the game. And I was in so much pain that I had to make myself go to sleep. I couldn't sleep on my own. So I had to take some edibles, which helped me tremendously when I really need sleep. And I went comatose. That's pretty much what happened. Sometimes I have a hard time sleeping, and this is before all the other shit, the stomach bug and all of that. And to remedy that, sometimes I turn to the edibles, and it helps me with my sleep. So that's what happened, guys. And then I woke up. I didn't wake up till like Monday morning, like around, 9 o'clock or something like that. Something crazy. But I needed that sleep, and I needed to stop feeling that pain from that stomach bug. So it was just a crazy last couple of days. And, that's just what it was. Don't have a lot to talk about this episode, guys, but I do want to discuss a few things. I'm going to talk about my anime watch list because, all I could really do while I was awake was curl up in a ball and watch TV. And usually when I'm watching TV, I'm watching anime. So that's what I was doing. And I'll get into that. Also, I want to talk a little bit about Wild Hearts. The reviews are out. And I was curious about what people were thinking and how people felt about this game. And I want to talk about that a little bit. Also, Starfield. There's a little bit of some news here, and it's not really good. As if you're somebody like me who's really looking forward to playing this soon. So I'll talk about that. And then also some light news concerning The Last of Us on HBO, which is kind of daunting, if you ask me. And then there's the elephant in the room that I want to address. And that is Atomic Heart, which is, going to be released as of Tuesday when you guys get this podcast. And next week, I'll definitely dive in, do a deep dive into that because I was really anticipating this game. The reviews are out. We're going to talk about that as well a little bit. And then Zelda, okay? Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom leaks. Okay, I've hit the internet. A lot of people are mad. A lot of people are happy. And it's just a big bag of bullshit right now that's going on. And I'll get into that as well. So let's start off with the show and let's go ahead and let me tackle my anime watch list because that's pretty much what I've been doing these last few days, especially the last couple. Because I couldn't do anything else. I laid in bed all day and I watched anime, and I got caught up on some anime that I needed to catch up on because, like I say, guys, if you listen to me, listen to the show often, when it comes to anime or even my games and how I do those things and consume those things, there's really no rhyme or reason to it. I just, go off the cuff and whatever's in front of me, I go there, and sometimes I get sidetracked, and that's what happens a lot of the time. And that's what did happen with a lot of my anime, because I was watching Near Automata. I got sidetracked off of that. I was a couple episodes away from that, and then they had the hiatus where they had they had to stop it for COVID reasons, and I completely didn't watch and didn't even think about it until I came back. And so there was a new episode. So they finally reconvened with the show again, and I got a chance to watch that episode. So I missed 2 episodes. I got caught up on those. And I did finally got a chance to finish Chainsaw Man. I had like 3 episodes left. And man, those last 3 episodes were... they were fucking epic, man. I mean, when I got through watching Chainsaw Man, it's a great anime. It's a really good anime. I highly recommend anybody who has not seen that to go see it. They're pushing it like crazy because it's pretty much everywhere. I think I saw it on Hulu. I think I saw it on Netflix. It's a lot of different places. I watched it on Crunchyroll, but yeah, you can watch it in different places. I watched dubbed version of that. They had it all dubbed, and they were playing catch up with the dub when I first started watching it, because I was watching it week to week. The first few weeks were cool, and then after that, they were behind on the English dub. So I watched a couple, I think, that were subbed, maybe. And then I took that hiatus. And when I came back, the show was already over, complete, and all the dubs had finally caught up. So I finished it in dub fashion. And there's a debate that goes on. It's kind of a meme now when you go sub versus dub in the anime community. And there's no right way to watch anime, in my opinion. I choose dub or sub. It just depends on what kind of mood you're in and if it's available. There are some shitty dubs out there, but there are some good ones as well. So there's no set amount. I don't have a preference. I watch them both, and it is what it is. Sometimes you have no choice but to watch subbed, and that's fine as well. I just don't like consuming my anime in a flop or wishy-washy type of way. In other words, I don't like to start an anime with dub and then halfway through, oh no, there's no more dubbed. It's only subbed now, so I have to get used to those voices. So I'd rather just stick with one and just work my way from there. You know what I mean? It works for me better that way. And one thing I've also discovered about anime, it's the same with anything else as far as how corporate America has, got its claws into it. And what I mean by that is they're everywhere. There's no such thing as a one-stop shop anime location. Now, there's places where you can go and get a lot and you can get a lot of stuff, but it'll never be where you can just go to one place and get every last anime unless it's some sort of pirating going on or something like that. So if you're looking for that, you're not going to find it. Crunchyroll does have a lot. Okay, it is worth the subscription service, in my opinion. But like I said, Netflix has some bangers. They have, Hulu has a few as well. And then there's other ones that I don't even understand, but they're out there as well. And they have anime too. So it's still spread out. If you want to see it all, you're going to have to go multiple routes here. And that's just the way it is, man. I just try to stick with the best one. In my humble opinion, the one that has the most anime is Crunchyroll, and it is what it is. But there are some great anime on other streaming services. Like I said, some of my favorite anime of all time are on Netflix, and they're originals for them. Okay, they're signed with them, and that's cool too. So I'm talking about High Score Girl. If you have not seen High Score Girl season 1 or season 2, then you're missing out, and you need to go fucking watch that shit. Okay, but that's just my opinion. Okay, I'm babbling on. I'm sleepy right now, really sleepy, and yeah, I'm gonna knock this podcast out, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Anyway, my anime watch list also consists of pretty much One Piece. Believe it or not, I finally got back to One Piece. I've been watching it. I really pulled a marathon not too long ago with that, and I got a lot of stuff done. I am now in the I don't know if it's called Water 7. I don't think it's Water 7, but there's trains on the water. Okay. And a government group is, I think they go by CP9. I think that's the group. I know one of the members, I can't remember them by name. Just one I do remember by name. I think his name is, God damn it. It starts with blue, like as in the color blue, but blue something. Okay. Anyway, they're an elite group. Okay. I'm kind of scared for the crew because they got mopped up, man, at first when they first got into it. And it's a lot going on with these trains, but it's very interesting. I'm highly invested in it right now. And that's around what, episode around 250-ish, somewhere like that. That's where I'm at right now, I think. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good. It's heating up and it's looking really nice, man. So I'm enjoying myself with One Piece, and we'll see what happens next. Let's get off the anime train and let's get on to something else. And I'm talking about Wild Hearts. Wild Hearts, if you guys don't know what that is, it's a game that is similar to Monster Hunter and those games. And it's something different, okay? This is an EA, believe it or not. EA is publishing this, and this is what we have here. Now, the reviews on these are mixed, but for the most part, they're positive. Okay. There's not too many negative reviews here, but as far as the scores, they kind of, they go up and down, here or there. But it's a pretty good game from what I've seen. It's their first game, their first IP. So I expect them to grow from this and learn from this and take all the bad and wash those away and, move forward with this franchise. So I'm not saying I'm going to play it now because, like I said, I definitely looking forward to it. But my palette is pretty filled right now. And I have a lot of things going on. So, I may see this later on down the line when everybody's done with Monster Hunter, and we'll see what's popping and see what they have to bring to the table. But it looks fun, definitely looks fun, but the money is funny right now. Also, I don't have time. I mean, there's plenty of things that other games I need to get to. There's things that I'm working on. Some of you guys, I spoke to you guys about this, on my business ventures and all that. So I have a lot going on, but it's good to know that this is another franchise that's not Monster Hunter, and I think can help keep Monster Hunter and Capcom on their toes in future games, and maybe even give them some ideas on things to add for the better when it comes to Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter Rise, that's pretty much what that is. It's all the things accumulated over all the years of all the Monster Hunter games, and they're finally taking input from the fans, and they were able to streamline and cut a lot of that fat off on Monster Hunter Rise when it came out. So there's a lot of good things to say about Monster Hunter Rise and Capcom, and hopefully with this new game from this new company, we can have that continue. Okay. Now, done with Wild Hearts. That's cool. Matter of fact, some of the scores, if I'm not mistaken, Metacritic gave it a 79. The user score has an 8.9. IGN is giving it an 8 out of 10. PC Gamer 63%. And the reason why that is because, like I said before, guys, when it comes to PC games, for whatever reason, a lot of them just don't mesh well with PC. They just don't. I never understood that. And I never will. Certain games just don't really play well on PC. So I think that 63% is because of that, because a lot of people are experiencing things on the PC version, depending on what kind of rig you have. Everybody's computers are so different, which is, not the same as consoles, which exactly what you're getting and what you're working with. But with PC, man, nothing's guaranteed. One man's trash will definitely be another man's treasure, or, one thing may work for one player, and then another thing the same thing may be something terrible for another owner of a different type of PC with different specs. So it's just, I never really got into PCs, and that was a major reason, because there's just a lot of stuff going on with PCs, man, and there's a lot of maintenance that's required to continue these games. And every time a game comes out, every few months, it seems like the computer needs a new piece of hardware or software to run this shit. So it's, it is what it is. That's what I have to say about it. anyway, let's get off of that and let's talk about some Starfield news. I did mention Starfield to you guys, and it's not going to be sweet. Apparently, this game is going to have their own standalone showcase, which is cool, which is definitely awesome when that time presents itself. But what this tells me is they're saying that this showcase is a long ways off. So you can always put two and two together and find out what that means. And that easily means that we're not going to be getting this game the first half of this year. We're going to get it the second half. And most likely, like I said before, I'm saying we're going to get it holiday season, towards the holidays, maybe like in November or something like that, maybe October. That's where I think the game's going to come out. That's just my humble opinion about it. But we do know that this showcase is nowhere near being done, and we have ways before we're able to see that. And so that just tells you that this game is not going to be coming out in the first half. Okay, like I would hope that it would have. We still don't have a release date for this, and that also tells you something. Okay, we don't have any news on this game as far as when it's coming out. So I wouldn't get my hopes up. I would not hold my breath, guys. I'd keep this on the second half and probably even the fourth quarter of 2023. Next thing I want to talk about is a little tidbit that I just thought was pretty cool to talk about and bring up real quick. And it concerns The Last of Us 2. Well, not The Last of Us 2. It concerns The Last of Us, the show from HBO. That's what it concerns. And in comparison to the other phenom on HBO, which is the House of Dragons, and a quick little tidbit on that. Did you know that The Last of Us, the HBO show, is outpacing House of Dragons in the viewers right now, which is crazy, right? That is saying something, because most of us know the history behind, that franchise on HBO, and it's a great one, especially the first one is excellent. I haven't even got a chance to watch this other one here yet, but eventually I will, and I'm hearing great things about it. But The Last of Us is doing great things. I did see the last episode of that where Joel went and saw his brother, and there's a lot of other things that took place there. But yeah, man, it's a great show. It's a great show. They changed some stuff up, but it's an awesome series. It's one of my favorite video game series of all time. I love the characters there. I love Ellie. I love just all of the things that happened and how that story was told, man. It's just breathtaking. Love it. And I love to see it realized on the screen. And they're doing a great job. They really are. They're keeping it fresh. They know that most of the fans are going to be watching this. So we're looking for certain things around certain corners. And when those things don't happen, or when we get another taste of a different flavor, then we like, oh, okay, yeah, I respect them for that. Me personally, I do. I respect the shit out of them for how they're doing this right now. So more power to you guys. And I cannot wait for the next episode already. Now, here's something that I definitely want to bring up. And I'm talking about Atomic Heart. And Atomic Heart is a game I've been anticipating. The reviews are out on that as well. It's a mixed bag. It's definitely a mixed bag. There's some people that are giving giving it horrible scores. Okay. Low key horrible scores. I'm going to be the judge of that myself. When I play this game, I'm so tired now. I probably won't get to it tonight. I'll probably get to it in the morning, but I'm definitely playing it tomorrow. I'll be playing it sometime Tuesday or whatever. And next week, I will definitely give you guys my opinion on it. If you have Game Pass, hey, no worries. It's free. Go ahead and download it. I pre-downloaded it, so it's just already downloaded and ready when they're finally giving everyone the green light online to play it, so I can just get started. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I look forward to playing this. Graphics are wonderful. I love the backdrop. It reminds me of BioShock. I've said this many occasions. I'm anxious to see what it is. Like I said, I think IGN gave this an 8 out of 10, if I'm not mistaken. So pretty great score, definitely for IGN. But there's other ones that aren't so friendly when it comes to this franchise. But I'm excited to play it. And they say it's about 25 hours of game time. And this is something that I'll say to most listeners who are listening to this and are gamers too. I never go by what, people are saying, the early reviews and previews and stuff. When they say, oh, it's 25 hours, when they usually tell you an hour, add another 5 to 10 hours on top of that, because these people, they don't play the same way we play. Okay, some of them don't even finish the games. You know, you have to finish the games and then write a review on the shit. So it's definitely work. Okay, which is why I could never be a reviewer of video games. I could never turn it into work, and I would never take a job that on a game that I never really looked forward to playing or I never liked in general. And that's not having fun. That's work. That's definitely work. Okay, so it is what it is. That's how I look at it. I think Atomic Heart's going to be good. And I'll let you guys know. I'll fill you in next week. Definitely. You're going to hear from me, and we'll see where it goes. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, like I said, this is going to be a very short show today, guys, because I'm still under the weather. I literally have a heating pad on my stomach right now. It's just, this virus, this bug is ridiculous. So I'm really kind of out of it right now. I'm just trying to get this done, the show done for you guys, because I love you, man. You know that. And I just want to give you the little things, the little nuggets that I picked up until this point. You know, some days and some shows are really big and beefy, and some are, quite Krillin-like if we're talking about size and power. Okay. But anyway, that's what that is. And we'll get to it when we get to it. If you have Game Pass, go ahead and pick it up. Try it out, man. If not, wait for some reviews to come out and make your decision there. But the last thing I definitely want to talk about, this real elephant in the room, okay, with polka dots and all this shit. We're talking about Legend of Zelda, okay, Tears of the Sun, and the leaks. There's leaks out here, guys. There's a lot of people saying a lot of different things. Some people are saying it's an employee who did it. Some people are saying it's a relative of an employee who did it. It's this or that. I don't know who to believe. All I know is that it's out here. And once something kisses the internet on its forehead, it's lost forever. There's no way you're reeling that in, Nintendo. Nintendo's probably jumping around, fucking trying to figure out hiring the attorneys and getting these automatic takedowns on people's YouTube channels and streaming services and stuff like that. But they can't move quick enough. Okay, they'll never catch up to that. So once it hits that internet, it's a wrap, man. I mean, somebody's going to get a hold of it. Somebody else is going to get a hold of it, make a copy, so on and so forth. That's just how it works. It becomes a monster of its own. It's no way to tame that beast. And that's what it is right now. So if you really want to find out and you really want to look at this stuff, it's out there for you. I couldn't resist. I had to see some things. I still have a universal question that has not been answered yet, and probably won't until the game releases or the reviews come out. And that is, are there breakable weapons in this game? Which I hope they're not. That's the only aspect of the game that I did not like, the breakable weapons. Okay. But hopefully we don't get that. I don't know. I'm going to have my fingers crossed. We'll see. There's so many weapons anyway, though. I just didn't like hoarding weapons, on the first Zelda game. That's just me. That's just my humble opinion. And then something also crossed my mind that somebody brought up that I wasn't even thinking about with this game. We should get better performance on this or a bigger game, I think, because it is not held back by the last system before it. Okay, because if you guys don't remember, Breath of the Wild came out on the Nintendo Switch and it came out on the Wii U, if I'm not mistaken. So so now they have complete autonomy. They don't have to worry about that. It's strictly on one piece of hardware, and it's the Switch, and let's get it done. So I think they're going to do that. And I think this is going to be their last hurrah, their final major game that they're going to be doing and putting out for this system. But knowing Nintendo, I could be fucking wrong, because Nintendo definitely marches to the beat of their own drum. Okay. And they do it hard. All right. I'm just keeping it real. But anyway, these leaks that came out on the game, there's like 50 to 51 pages of just images and things that are going to be in the game. Now, if you, depending on where you ordered this from or whatnot, that's going to have, it's going to do some different things. But what I'm saying is, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I looked at some of those pics, and this game is truly going to be, I think, a masterpiece. The things that I've seen, the things that you're going to be able to do. Oh man. I think they took the first Zelda game and squared it. Okay. And looking at some of this stuff, like I said, I'm not going to spoil it. If you wanted to see it yourself, go check it out or whatever. It's anyway, you can Google it and you'll find a link somewhere to all this shit. But yeah, some of the stuff is awesome. Like the designs on some of these stuff is fucking breathtaking. And I don't want to even mention that because I don't want to spoil that, because there's some people who don't want to hear anything. I mean, not a drop, okay, about this game. So I'm not going to go there. All I'm going to say is it definitely, if you don't have a Nintendo Switch, you might want to be doing some soul searching. Okay. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that. But yes, the leaks are real and Nintendo's going out headhunting, and that's what we're looking at right now. So that is about it, guys. This is, I think, one of the shortest shows I've ever done, which is fine. I'm not tripping. But yeah, there really wasn't too much to talk about, going forward. And then this virus is really fucking me up. I'm hunched over. I got a fucking heating pad on my stomach. I'm just not here. I'm not even close to 100% right now. And I wanted to get this done. Okay, because you guys were looking forward to it, whether it be small or large, you were looking forward to it. So I'm trying to accommodate you guys. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Before I do, definitely check out the Dragon Ball Drip website, or TikTok, shall I say. Check out the Instagram as well. We're growing very fast over there, guys. Thank you for all your support over there. Also, check out the Random Gameplay Pimpin' YouTube channel. You can check that out. Go subscribe there, guys. If you listen to this show and you like this show, definitely show more love and go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Okay. All right. And anything that is paid for, if you buy merch, if you do any of these things, I'm talking about the Dragon Ball Drip thing, anything and everything, the proceeds will definitely go towards helping out the show. Okay. And then some. So yeah, a lot of other things coming down the pipeline, guys. Anime Campfire, that brand is definitely coming. So there's a lot of things to be worked on. And, yeah, this next month is going to be kind of crazy. The first half of March is going to be crazy because that's when we move. So I hate packing, but I got to do all that. And you guys will know, trust me, when all that is done and said and done, and I'm set up lovely and all of that. So yeah, man, I'm going to get out of here now. I want to tell everybody, all my listeners, I love you very much. Thank you for your support. And we do this every Monday, same bad time, same bad channel, with the exception of this episode because of the virus. But other than that, guys, it's all good. And I will see you guys next week. I love you. This is Studio MacGyver, and you have been listening to Random Gameplay Pimpin'. See you next time.